Hey truckers, it's wintertime, and you're trucking out there in high winds and icy roads. Trucks are getting turned around, jackknifed in the snowbank, flipped over on their side or maybe upside down. You've seen it probably 100 times. But this time it's you, and you have to get out of that truck. The road is closed, and no one is coming to save you. Can you get yourself to safety on foot by yourself? In this video, I'm going to cover some of the gear that I recommend everybody carries with them that will allow you to walk in whiteout conditions at night on an icy, windy road to get yourself to safety. Stay tuned for that. We've all seen it. Truckers out there, wadded up, bent backwards in the snowbanks. Help is either on the scene or on the way. But we never consider, what would we do? What could we do if that was us and we're out there on a snowy winter night? No one's around. No one knows that we just wrecked. No one knows that we're hurt. Could we get ourselves to safety if we have to abandon that truck and walk to the nearest house, the nearest business? Could we get ourselves there? That's what this video is about. You should be carrying in your truck an emergency bag. It should be a backpack style bag because that is going to be easier to organize and carry with you. It should be water resistant. We're talking about winter wet conditions here. It should be adjustable and comfortable. That's why I recommend a backpack. Other bag styles will work, gym bags, baseball bags, but a backpack style is going to be easier to organize your gear and to carry with you. It should be durable. Of course, you could be carrying this thing, switching it from shoulder to shoulder over the course of several hours. You may have to stop and set it down and rest, or whatever the case is. It should be a durable backpack, water resistant. Also, this bag, being your emergency bag, should be seat belted into your passenger seat at all times. You guys ain't carrying hitchhikers. Your co-driver is in the sleeper. This bag needs to be buckled into your passenger seat at all times, because when you turn this truck upside down and shake it, nothing is going to be where you put it. Nothing is going to be on your dashboard. Nothing is going to be in your closets, easy to find. You may not even be able to get beyond the front of your cab. Your bag needs to be securely seat belted into your passenger seat so that you can quickly and easily retrieve it and get out of that truck in the event that you need to. Let's take a look at some of the gear that I recommend everybody carries with them in their emergency bag. You need a first aid kit, an FAK. Assume that you are going to suffer some sort of injury in a truck accident. You need to be able to stop the bleeding. You need to be able to dress any wounds that you may have. and you need to be able to treat pain, headache, injuries, whatever it is. At the very least, you need to address those 3 issues. And don't skimp on this stuff. Assume that you're going to suffer some sort of injury and pain that you need to address as soon as you get out of that truck. Your winter clothing needs to be wind and waterproof. We're talking about cold winter weather here. It needs to be warm. The best way to promote body warmth is with layered clothing. So warm, layered clothing. I recommend high visibility stuff. If you can come up with a reflective rain jacket, reflective rain pants, reflective water boots, try to go for that high visibility stuff. And quality footwear. Don't skimp on this footwear. We're talking about having to abandon a disabled, wrecked truck. You're going to be on foot. Make sure you have quality, waterproof, warm footwear. All this stuff needs to be in your bag, attached to your bag, somehow securely fastened within easy access of your driver's seat so that you can grab it and get the heck out of that truck. It's a really good idea to have some sort of shelter in your emergency bag. Listen, we're talking about abandoning a disabled truck and walking for potentially miles before anyone spots us, before any help arrives. Consider, some easy pop-up tents and a warm sleeping bag. You may be out there all night long. That road might be closed. No one is coming. That's the kind of stuff we're preparing for. Fire. Fire is a big, big deal when it comes to maintaining your body heat, your core temperature. That is incredibly important. Consider storm matches. Consider ferro rods, magnesium bricks. Consider those Duraflame fire logs, or those little briquette things, those little square cubes that aren't much bigger than soup bouillon cubes. Something to start a fire and to burn. That's why I recommend those little Duraflame fire logs. Research some of those. You need to be able to maintain a fire for warmth for potentially 10 or 12 hours. Who knows how long you're going to be out there before help arrives. And you can freeze to death out there, truckers. That's what we're talking about here. Hand warmers. You can throw half a dozen hand warmers in your backpack and shove those things in your socks, shove them in your pockets. That will go a long, long way. Fire, body heat, it's critically important that we stay warm out there. Food is another important consideration for our emergency bag. Listen, if it's 12 hours after our last meal, when we end up in a snowbank and we need to abandon that truck in the winter, we're going to need food for energy to get us where we're going on foot. We're going to need calories to maintain our core body temperature. Consider some trail snacks, nuts, maybe some protein drinks or energy drinks, something to put in our bellies and help us get down the road on foot in the cold. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It doesn't take up a lot of weight in our backpacks, and it is vitally important that we eat. We have to keep our body temperature up. We have to keep our energy levels up. We have to get to safety. Consider some food in your emergency pack. Friends, the things that I've discussed in this video The stuff that goes into your emergency bag is really just kind of a short list of the stuff that you could and maybe even should put in your bag, buckled into your seat, into your passenger seat. You can get pretty far in depth into this type of gear. You could look online and research 72-hour bags or survival bags, earthquake bags, whatever the heck they're called. They're basically the same thing. It's all about shelter, fire, some food, and appropriate clothing, whatever. Look into it. Decide what you need. Decide what you might need. But absolutely assume that you might need it one day. Again, I can't stress this enough. Don't be putting your critical gear on your dashboard. Don't put it in your glove box. Don't keep it in your sleeper. That stuff needs to be your co-pilot. Belt it into your passenger seat. You may not be able to reach it. Don't expect it to be there wherever you put it. Once you shake that freaking truck in the bottom of a ditch somewhere, nothing is going to be where you put it the last time, man. Just a couple weeks ago, I think, a truck rolled off the bank sideways. That truck was down there for 3 hours before the snowplow spotted it and recognized it as a new accident that wasn't there the last time he'd been there. 3 hours. No one knew that truck was in the bottom of that ditch. Just last week in Wyoming, 4 snowplows got stuck in the snow. Snowplows, man. And then the wrecker that came out to rescue them got stuck. Bad conditions out there. Normally, when we go by a wreck, and we're all rubbernecking over there and all this other stuff, help is either on the way or on the scene already by the time we get there. But don't expect that. Assume that, maybe that road is closed. Maybe the road's closed, man. No one is coming to help you. No one knows that you just smashed your face into the steering wheel. No one knows you wrecked. No one knows you're injured. No one knows you're out there. Guys, thanks for watching my tiny channel. My whole point in this video is, and this channel, is to help you guys become high-level professional truck drivers and to teach you some of the things that I've learned over my trip, how to do this job safely, how to keep yourself safe. Thanks again for watching my channel. If you find any kind of value in it, if you think somebody else might find some value in it, pass it along. You don't have to share my video or whatever. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I'm not in this to become some hotshot YouTube guy. I'm just a trucker. But I mean, at least pass on the knowledge to other people. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go in there and spend the rest of my time off with my wife and my cat. Hope to see you guys out on the road, man. Be safe.